Dr. Theresa DePorter, veterinary behaviorist, is like the Jimmy Carter of the cat world. You are making peace among cats that are fighting like, well, cats and dogs, but they're cats and cats. In some households, there are problems, and those problems can lead to people giving up their cats. And even if they don't give up their cats, cats are not living in a happy environment. There's a lot of stress because they're not getting along day to day with other cats in the household. That can cause stress among the people in the households too. You are here to say, I will save the day, which is great.
We certainly hope to. Cats can have stressful interactions, and much of cat-cat aggression can be very passive. So it can be about avoiding, hiding, moving away, not being in a position where things are going on. The most overt aggression that people complain about is screaming, yelling, hissing, chasing, swatting, and just finding little tufts of fur. There may be injuries, but most cat aggression is going to occur in a level of aloof disregard and how they manage their space in the home.
So do you think sometimes cats are not getting along with one another and family members, human family members, don't even notice?
Absolutely. The cats that get along best are the ones that cuddle, sleep together, that form a pile where you can't quite tell where one cat starts and the other one begins.
Yeah.
They groom each other around the head and the neck, and they touch noses. Other cats may space distribute, so they sit a number of feet away, a number of space away, they height distribute, and they may not be those best friends. And for our cat's welfare, we want to have the best quality relationships in the home possible.
So how are you going about to say, all right, I'm going to actually make a difference here, I can help?
There's many things we can do. Cats naturally don't reconcile well. Reconciliation is that concept of becoming friends after an aggressive incident. So many things that are in place have been to tell cats to stop it and yell at them and throw something at them. So right at that moment when cats are aroused, staring, hissing at each other, people have long time been instructed to startle them and scare them, at which point cats will flee and run. And what happens when they see each other again? They remember the last time they saw each other, they were already in an emotional state of tension, and bolts of lightning came down upon them and things scared them and they ran more.
Mm-hmm.
So they get into a cycle of aggression and concern for each other. And instead what we want is to improve their welfare over time so that they're more comfortable in the long run.
And what can cat owners do to do that? Now, if there's major issues, I suspect you'd agree to contact a veterinarian. And if there's any change of behavior, so if your cats have always gotten along wonderfully and formed that pile you were talking about,
Yes.
and now they're not,
Absolutely.
first thing is to contact your veterinarian. There may be a medical issue.
Absolutely. But every health condition is influenced by a change in behavior first. Some of the things we're going to see. Some of the cats that do get along well may change abruptly for a number of reasons. It may be to a cat outside the home, or scent or smell. Cats get most of their information about the environment from smell. Just like you or I read the newspaper to find out the status of things in the world, cats are going to gather information about what is going on in their world by smell. So they may perceive and respond to things that you and I are not aware of or privy to.
And if they're not getting along, are there some tips, some things that people can do?
Yes. Number one is we want to not punish. We absolutely don't want to yell at them, scare them, startle them. As much as people would like to make that behavior stop, we want to guide them to do what's appropriate. And the appropriate thing for two cats, if they see another cat they don't like, is to stare at them for a bit and then move away. So we want to kindly, gently cajole, use some treats, use a toy to draw the cat away. And people are hesitant to do that because it feels like they're rewarding the bad behavior. And instead what we're doing is working with what's natural and appropriate for that cat's interactions. So guiding them with something else, using a sweet voice, like, here, kitty, 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 come this way. You can also use something to block the view, because cats will lock on and have that eye contact. Just a simple bringing a barrier in between them. Not threatening them with a picture, but just dropping something in between lets the cat amp down and then move away and avoid.
Not putting a picture of a dog in front of them. That doesn't do the trick.
Not a shark. No, nothing like that.
Are there things you can do real fast here before to lower anxiety?
Absolutely. There are pheromones we can use in the environment. Feel Away is a product that can be plugged in. It can be used as a spray or an application in the environment. We necessarily want to put pheromones in the area where cats hang out, sleep, and spend time. they have to get an inhalation dose of it.
Mm-hmm.
They have to smell it in order for it to affect the amygdala, which is the fear and the modulating center of the brain.
So you think sometimes people plug in the feel away. It can come in a plug-in form, a diffuser, in one giant room, or maybe one room for the whole house, and that just isn't enough?
People most typically want to plug it in where the cats fight. So that super highway where cats come together and that fighting has occurred. And at that point, the cats are too aroused, too distressed to settle down and smell anyway. And at that point, they're already in a boxing match.
So you want to be preemptive.
We want to be preemptive.
And the behavior advice really goes the same way that you described. Be preemptive if you can. Excellent advice. And I know we will be speaking to you more again about all of this. Dr. Theresa DePorter, veterinary behaviorist, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Steve.